Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the ABC Cafe, a digital meeting space where we discuss art, books, and culture. I'm so glad you decided to stop in today. We're going to be covering some very important elements in today's video, so why don't you pull up a cup and let's get started. Now, today I want to talk about art elements that can help us enter or unlock the story that a piece is trying to tell us, or art keys, as I call them. Now, these keys can range from formal aspects of the work, things like color, shape, and design. They can go into the historical context of the piece, so the specific culture or time period where it was created, or it can even be your own personal reaction to this artwork. Do you love it immediately the first time you see it? Do you hate it? Do you have a very strong emotion that you can't quite identify? All of these elements are going to be ways that you can enter the story of the composition. So the idea is that even if you can't immediately recognize what's going on in an artwork, what the subject is, or who might have created it, you can zero in on a piece that pops out at you or that pulls at your curiosity, and that can serve as the key to unlock the rest of the artwork for you. So today I want to talk about three different types of elements we could use: formal, historical, and personal. Now, formal elements refer to the form of the artwork. So we would be looking at things like color, for instance. Color that is used vibrantly to capture your attention right away, to make an object or a building stand completely out of its surroundings, or used more subtly, sparingly, and against blank space or white and black to make the color pop even more. We can also look at the specific medium that the artist used to get a clue as to the artwork's background or meaning. Some artists use very precious materials like gold leaf and can contrast that gold leaf with other colors or negative space to really make it stand out and create this almost dreamlike golden world that we get absorbed into. Others will draw your attention to thick daubs of paint called impasto to make you realize that this artwork is in fact made up of paint and not a pure imitation of reality. Other formal elements could include a specific subject or person who is the star of the work, or a very dramatic point of action that the artist is capturing. Now, in the second group, the historical context elements, we can generally find clues in the artwork itself, but also rely on what we know outside of the artwork to help guide us. So, for instance, if you are familiar with the artist's name, you've heard of them before, perhaps they're quite famous, you might already have an impression of what their artwork is about solely based on knowing who drew it, who sculpted it, who built it. Other historical context might include a specific culture or function of an object. If it was used or worn in a specific way, it might also have to do with the specific culture or religious context of a certain people. So the work itself can give you clues as to what was important in that culture or religion. And finally, we have the third category: personal. I once read an article that said if you don't find yourself laughing or at least smiling in an art gallery at least 3 different times, you're doing it wrong. And I wholeheartedly agree. I believe that everyone should be able to express their reactions to artwork in a respectful manner, of course. Whether it's a piece that you absolutely love, which inspires you every time you see it, a piece that you can't stand and you think should never have been created in the first place, or something that you had a very strong reaction to and which has got you thinking over many years, and now you're just not quite sure how you feel about it. All of these are incredibly valid and valuable reactions to art and the reason why art exists in the first place. So there you have it. Those are some art elements or keys that we can use to unlock the deeper meaning behind some of our favorite or not so favorite works of art. Thank you so much for joining me here at the ABC Cafe. We've got a lot more to cover in future videos, so like and subscribe if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!